Hello, welcome to Research in Schools for Summer 2019. I'm your professor, Shawnee O'Brien. You can just call me Shawnee. That's what most everybody does. I work in schools and even my students just call me Shawnee. So if that works for you, it works for me. I'm here to just give you a quick 5-minute introduction to the course, some of the things you'll need to know, and the Canvas shell. So as you can see, I'm here in the corner. And what you see in front of you here is our Canvas shell. So you're obviously on it because you're accessing this video. So you started probably in the home page, which should look like this. And hopefully you followed the little purple tab. This is my cat, by the way. He'll be helping instruct the class. You started by following the little purple words to go to the Modules tab. So when you're in the Modules tab, there's a few things to know. First, this is a lot of information and it might be a little overwhelming. So what I like to do is just close up these tabs and only have the week open that I'm working on at the time. It's just a little less visually overwhelming, and it's a good way to just go through and get an idea of what's happening for the next 8 weeks. So when you start with the course overview. Start here. You'll see a few things. The first is the syllabus. Make sure you go through that really carefully and email me on Canvas or on UC Mail with questions. The next thing is the course calendar. I highly recommend that you print this out, bookmark it, stick it on a wall, save it, because that calendar is going to be critical. It's a very quick-paced course. We're only with each other for 8 weeks, and there's something due every week, so you want to make sure you stay on top of everything. Obviously, you found the course introduction video because here we are. And then this is the pre-course survey. This survey is very important. It just gives me an idea of your background with research and statistics, who you are, your experience, and I get to know you guys a little bit better. The next is introduction. Just go ahead and do a quick introduction of yourself in the discussion board here so that we all get to know each other a little better because we will be working together closely for the next 8 weeks. Speaking of working together, the next link you'll see is the discussion group sign up. So we're going to be doing discussions a little bit differently this summer than you may have experienced before. As a graduate student, I really found discussion boards to be lengthy, a lot of writing, a lot of reading, and not a lot of connecting. And really the best way we can learn as adults in adult learning pedagogy or andragogy, as it's called, is to discuss and talk about application and work things out together. So what we're doing this semester instead is doing video discussions. So in the discussion group sign up, you'll sign up with a group, and then you'll determine a time every week to get together and follow the discussion board prompts. And you can do this and record your conversation via Zoom, so you can meet like we're doing now. I'm actually using Zoom to record this video. So you can use Zoom that way to do your discussion groups or record them while you're all sitting around a table in person. And then you can post that link to that Zoom recorded video on the discussion board for me to review. If for some reason you are unable to meet that week, you can do a 2-page journal reflection / essay about the reading content and the discussion questions that way. Obviously, people's schedules are going to vary because it's summer, so we have that flexibility built in, and it's really up to you and your discussion group how you want to do the meetings. So that is that piece. The next thing that's really cool about Canvas is, you may have noticed, is when you are on a Canvas item, so here's the introduction, you can go back to modules and see it again and go to the next thing. Or what's really cool is you can actually just scroll all the way to the bottom, and when there's a lot of discussion posts, you have to scroll all the way down, but you can just click next, and next will take you to the next thing in the module and will in fact take you to the next module. So you can stay in the next button and it'll take you systematically through everything week by week that way. Especially if you're working ahead, it can be a little tedious to click back and forth with modules. So the next button I found to be really, really helpful. The next thing you can do is follow week by week. Speaking of that, what's important is that we are going week by week, sort of. Here's what's tricky about this course this semester. So you are going to be writing a proposal, and that proposal could be using quantitative methods down here or qualitative methods down here. And we don't want to make you wait to learn about the method that you're going to be using for your proposal till the second or third or last week of the semester, because that would be unfair. So what we're giving you an option to do is sort of choose your own adventure with weeks 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. So this is really important and a little confusing. So I'm going to say it. It's also explained, and I can say it again. Weeks 4 and 5 here. You're going to do the IRB and ethics section for week 4. And you all have to do that. And then pick either the quantitative method or the qualitative method, depending on what you're planning to do for your proposal. So when you are working through your proposal idea, you're going to end up picking a methodological focus. And then whichever focus you choose, quant or qual, you're going to do IRB and ethics, and then whichever one of those you're doing for your proposal, so that you have as much information as early as possible on the actual way to do that research and write that proposal. Then week 6 and 7, you're all going to do the APA formatting and writing samples module and the other method that you didn't do before. So weeks 4 and 5, IRB and ethics and your proposal method. Weeks 6 and 7, APA and the other method. Again, something is due every week, so you want to make sure you stay on top of this and get this done so you're not jamming all of it into the end of week 7, because then you'll be late. And we'll talk about that in a minute. So everything is due on Sunday. So the course week goes from, and you'll see on the dates, goes from Monday to Sunday. And the reason that I do that is because you can always work ahead in this course. It's an online course. Summer has lots of things going on, but you cannot get behind in this course. It's very, very difficult to catch back up in an 8-week course with an assignment every week. So the weekly assignment on Sunday night is to help you stay on track so that you don't get behind. And the best part about staying on track is that for your proposal, what we get is down to week 8. Week 8 is dedicated to writing your proposal. But if you've stayed on track, what's nice is earlier in the semester, your introduction and literature review sections of your proposal will already have been due and drafted and turned into me with feedback given back. And then the IRB section assignment is really all about your methodology and your methods section. So if you get that written on time and I get it back to you with feedback, writing your proposal is really putting together your introduction, your lit review, your methodology, and some other things. So it should go pretty quick, and you should be in a very, very solid place once you have done those other assignments, because they really build your proposal nicely, and you have a lot of feedback from me already, so you're not kind of flying blind into your major assignment. So as you're writing, you will want to go to the Week 8 tab in the modules, because there's resources for introductions and literature reviews. Use the ones that you need. Don't use them if you don't. I'm cool either way. And then for your IRB and methods section and appendix, here's resources for that. Finally, Week 8 is our only formal discussion board, because that supports people who might be working and turning in their final assignment early. So basically for this one, you're going to create a summary or abstract of your proposal and post that, and then respond to others. We want to make sure that people have time to respond, so be sure to post that by Wednesday-ish so that others can respond by Saturday, and so that you also get responses. If you post yours on Saturday, no one's going to respond because they're all already done. And I'm sure you've all experienced that in online classes before. I know I have. So again, you're allowed to work ahead. Please do not get behind. Late work is not accepted. And that's really to help you stay on track so that that proposal doesn't hit you in the face like a ton of bricks at the last week of July, first week of August, because that's brutal and no fun for anybody. I'm a teacher. I know how precious summer is. So let's make this a really fun summer. One more thing that's important to note. You're seeing me now, so you know I'm a real person. I'm not a robot. And I also want to get together with you as soon as possible so that we can start talking about your proposal idea. So you get an idea of that methodology, so you know kind of what you're getting into, and if we're making sure that you have a viable, feasible idea for your proposal. So in week 1, you'll see the instructions for the assignments here. Here's all your learning. So these are all your readings. They're not as long as they look. Your assignment, this is where you'll post your discussion groups. So when you meet as a group and record on Zoom, you're going to then post that video right here in this discussion group, right here. There's also a syllabus quiz to make sure that you've read the syllabus and you know the relevant information. And then here's a sign up to Zoom with me. So it's a really short 10, 15, 20-minute conversation. We'll have it on Zoom because I live up north, and I'm sure we all live spread out in the Denver metro area and beyond. So you'll Zoom with me and we'll real quick talk about who you are, what your passion is, what you want to work on for your proposal, how to make it doable in 8 weeks. So I think that's all the information that you need to get started. Feel free to email me on Canvas using the inbox over here, or email me on UC Denver Mail. My phone number is also on the syllabus. Feel free to text me if there's a burning situation or question you have real quick, or you want to schedule a time to meet one-on-one. I'm flexible and fine with all of that. So I really look forward to this course and learning with and from all of you and your amazing experiences as educators and students. And I look forward to having a great summer semester. And I look forward to chatting with all of you. Thanks so much. Bye.